Yo, what is up guys? I'm here hitting you up with a new video. If you want to support me, all the links in the description down below. Go check them out. Let's jump into the video. Now, since the SLC is around the corner and we have the tournament starting in just a week, I wanted to make a video about sharing my opinion about who is going to win this tournament or who is the favorite to win it and what are the challenges, what comes with it. Also a little bit about global versus Korea in general, and yeah, just my general thoughts and opinions about that. Now when it comes to who might eventually win this from a global perspective, and then you have to split it up between the Koreans and the global ones a little bit slightly. I really don't want to talk too much about the global side because I don't know if you hear about it or there's a lot of rumors going on, a lot of allegations and stuff like that, that some of the globals, no names for that, cheated their way into the tournament without going into specifics, but there's like a huge controversy going on with that, so I don't really want to go into details with that. I kind of want to look at it from a different perspective and to give you my opinion on that it is not as obvious as you might think to a certain degree when it comes to the SLC tournament. Some of you might think you have like your favorite or one or two of your favorites you think might win. Now the different thing is, in my opinion, when it comes to the SLC is that there is no clear winner in general, because how the SLC works is a lot different, because there's a lot of luck and RNG also involved into your knowledge when it comes to these Battlefield of Time runs. We also have to keep in mind that we do have, when it comes to the SLC, we do have a pick and ban phase for Jinwoo, so there will be a lot of weapons banned. There was a lot of changes, and the major part is that when we look at the leaderboards, for example, they do all, so that the group phase and then it advances up to the final, you have to do 4 Battlefield of Times, and you only have 2 attempts per Battlefield of Time challenge. You have only 2 attempts. There's not like when they do it or record something for YouTube where they can do it for hours and hours and hours and do like 50 100 runs or whatever, how long it takes just to get that one perfect. No, they legitimately only have 2 tries and the better one will be picked. So now the strategy for the SLC is not necessarily using the fastest strategy to get the first place. Now it's more like getting the most consistent challenge. And based on that, already my prediction is that Sharp Perception will be a huge role for the Jinwoo runs, at least in my opinion, because you can't use Plum for half of the stuff, and where you can use it, it will be banned. So Sharp Perception will play a role into that, and you cannot use your favorite weapons because they will also probably going to be banned for that as well. And here really comes down, how do you get these Jinwoo runs? Because the hunter side of things is more like a fixed thing. There's not a pick and ban phase. You play with the hunters, so you can really try to get your stuff as much consistent as possible, but still there is RNG involved and you only have 2 tries, so you have to keep it in mind. So in my opinion, there's no clear victor when it comes to this. Now for me personally, now where the challenge comes for everybody except for like a couple, my personal favorite who will, in my opinion, has the highest chance or the highest likelihood of winning the SLC is going to be Wang. Now this is also my favorite, my personal pick for the SLC tournament. I will pick Wang. So this is Wang or GG, whatever, is the guy. I swear, if I miss this up, it will be kind of embarrassing, but I think it is him. This is the guy who won the last SLC. If you don't remember, if you watched the last SLC, if I can find this dude, this guy over here, this guy is a legend. This guy in the last SLC was a legend. He also finished rank 1. And why was he a legend as well? Is because he was the guy who, if I can find it, yeah, here, for example, we can see this is his run of Wang here. He's the guy who whipped out the Vulcan's Rage. He was the absolute meta breaker for the SLC tournament, whipping out the Vulcan's Rage for the buff. So this was a cool thing, and just because of that outside of the box thing, I really like his approach. And also he won the SLC, and just because, and also because he won the last SLC, is in my opinion what gives him a huge advantage over all the other participants in this SLC tournament, because he has something that nobody else has, and that is experience. That actually matters a lot in this, because a lot of these players you might see here, or especially also the global players, which will be their biggest issue and their hardest challenge in this tournament, is that these dudes or players in general, they only did it at home and something, try to get the best runs down, and maybe they get the strats down or something, right? But what they don't have zero experience is it being live on stage, actually showing themselves, they IRL personality on a big stage in front of a big crowd with a lot of people watching them, and this will put a lot of pressure on every single one of them, especially when they know, I know for a fact there will be a lot of they will be nervous, and this will be a huge factor on who might win this entire, because you might have a good strategy, but if you're not the guy who likes to be on the spotlight or whatever, and you're sitting there on the stage, you will be nervous, you will be shaky, and you will fuck up your rotations or whatever you're trying to achieve, because you're now, okay, now is my time, this is the moment, you're like very nervous, everybody's watching, you know that everybody's watching, and it puts a lot of pressure to these guys. So that's why, and because of that, you don't know who will, because of these different factors. And based on these different factors, in my opinion, that's why that Wang, and also there were these other Koreans, but I don't know all these names, who is who and stuff like that, in my opinion, is the favorite to win this tournament, just because he won the last SLC and he has the experience on stage. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm actually very interested who you picked as your favorite to win the SLC, and maybe also why you think they picked it, and also let me know if you thought about the things I just mentioned here. And yeah, that's about it, what I wanted to say. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. I really appreciate it, and see you with the next one. Deuces.